Sir,
sir.
can I just point out to you, on my program just a week ago, your Defence Minister, Khwaja Asif, admitted that Pakistan has for decades had a policy of funding, backing and using terrorist groups as proxies in the country. In fact, in 2018, President Donald Trump cut military aid to Pakistan because he accused Pakistan of playing a double game. So when you say there are no terrorist camps in Pakistan, that is going against what General Pervez Musharraf has said, what Benazir Bhutto has said, what your defence minister said just a week ago. In fact, what Bilawal Bhutto said to me a few days ago, he said that terrorism and funding and backing terrorist organisations has been and was part of Pakistan's history.
Post 9/11, let's talk about post 9/11 scenario. And let me be very clear. Post 9/11, Pakistan was the frontline state, and we still are the frontline state in eliminating terrorism. You see, when we are the guarantors of world peace, because we are a wall between the terrorists and the rest of the world. I would like to invite you to Pakistan to come and see the circumstances.
I have been to Pakistan, sir, and we know that Osama Bin Laden was also discovered in Abbottabad in Pakistan. So these accusations on Pakistan, including your defence minister making the admission, is there, and that is why part of the reason...
What the defence minister was referring to, I think he's been misinterpreted. You see, there was a Soviet invasion back in the 80s, and obviously, we were countering the Soviet invasion at that point in time. That's part of history. And when we captured this wanted terrorist on the Afghan border, President Trump, in his State of the Union address, actually appreciated Pakistan's efforts in the war against terrorism and how Pakistan is dealing with these terrorists, how we are capturing them, how we are going after them, how they are being eliminated.
Up until a few years ago, sir, Pakistan was on a grey list of states sponsoring of terrorism just a few years ago. So I know you want to take this back to the 1980s, but the point is that this is something that Pakistan has long been accused of, and that's why India has pointed the finger of blame on Pakistan for the Pahalgam attack.
India should have
the reason, like I said, that India has pointed the finger of blame because of your country's history and links with different terrorist organizations, which, as I said, in the last Trump administration, they cut military aid. Your country was on a grey list for a number of years, including just a few years ago. Osama Bin Laden was discovered near a military base in Pakistan in quite an affluent area. US Navy SEAL Special Forces conducted that operation without telling Pakistan, who were their allies at the time, working with them in the war in Afghanistan, because they couldn't trust the Pakistani defense and intelligence and military establishment. And so because of Pakistan's reputation in this area, that is why Indian officials have said, based on the information they have, they've pointed the finger of blame on Pakistan because the Resistance Front, a splinter organization linked to Lashkar-e-Taiba, which is linked to the ISI in Pakistan, is believed to be behind this attack.
I deny these allegations completely, and I don't agree with your view, because we in Pakistan, our 4 generations have fought terrorists. Even now in Balochistan, in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, we are fighting terrorists day and night. Our western region, our western borders, all over, Pakistan is facing terrorist attacks every second week. If you're talking about the history, the Soviet invasion, the Cold War between the US and the Soviet Union at that point in time, well, that was a different story.
But I was talking about 2009 when Osama Bin Laden was there, or 2021 when the Taliban returned to power in Afghanistan. It was with the support of Pakistan that they were able to do that.
That's slightly unfair, because Osama Bin Laden was not being harbored by the Pakistani authorities.
They were near a military base. I mean, you have very strong intelligence.
No, that was very far away from the site where he was recovered.
And you will give access to international media as well as local media to be able to access those sites. I know you said you were going to take them there tomorrow, but in the past, when we have seen these sorts of strikes, the Pakistanis have shied away from giving access.
You see, when I took foreign and local journalists to a village near the LOC, And tomorrow morning, I was planning to take them to Bahawalpur, to Muridke, to show the exact place where these strikes have occurred, to show